Are you a filmmaker, producer, director?
My vision, my ideology into motion picture.
Actor? Screenplay writer? Are you an aspiring filmmaker looking to start a career in the movie industry? Do you want to see what happens behind the scenes when you're looking at those movies in your local cinema? Take 101 will take you on a journey of the filmmaking process from concept to reality, from idea to motion picture. Take 101 will bring you, the industry professionals, and take you through the A to Z of the filmmaking process.
Lucille Morgan on Take 101.
Hi, my name's Faye and this is Take 101. On today's show, it's all about how to finance your film.
Now picture this. During pre-production, you've got your script. You've identified your potential cast and crew. You've even identified your script coordinator, your lead actors, your cinematographer, DOP, producer, your POF, your POD, your FIA, your CID. You've done your budgeting and everything is looking good with the team.
The big question then is, where is the money? That's the big question with a capital B.
Hi, my name is Laja Pulumi. I'm a filmmaker. I run a production company called Larger Than Life. I do a variety of different things to do with filmmaking, from producing, DOPing, color grading, directing. Before I would approach a financer, I would make sure that I've done all my own work, researched my film, make sure that the film is unique, the film has a place in the market, the film is what your audience wants. And at the same time, I would show any investor that I'm quite competent with regards to what my story is, visually, with regards to preparation on paper, so that I can communicate the film quite clearly, concisely, and let people understand that this is a great story that needs to be told. For financing a film, it's very important to understand who your audience is. Once you've got a good grasp of your audience and you know what your audience want from you, it's a lot easier to go to your financiers and say, well, I've got this audience, I've got this product that I want to do. How can we marry the two so that everyone becomes happy at the end? Anybody can be a potential financer, from your film goers to people that might have a product. They could do some product placement, to even people who were just interested in buying shares. You could actually create a system where you break your film down into, say, 1,000 shares, and you now sell a share to each individual at a certain cost, and they get like 1% of a share of the profit of the film. So you've got to really be, it's at a time now where you've got to be really creative about finding ways for people to invest in your film. One of the best places that I've experienced of a lot of finances and people involved in the market of selling films, i.e. the business, is a film festival or film festivals. To name one of the biggest and the best, which I'd advise people to go to, not that I work for the Cannes Film Festival in any way, shape or form, but the Cannes Film Festival has been, to me, one of the best places to be, to locate myself amongst financiers, distributors, sales agents, and fellow filmmakers.
Are you a filmmaker, producer, director?
My vision, my ideology into motion picture.
Actor? Screenplay writer? Are you an aspiring filmmaker looking to start a career in the movie industry? Do you want to see what happens behind the scenes when you're looking at those movies in your local cinema? Take 101 will take you on a journey of the filmmaking process, from concept to reality, from idea to motion picture. Take 101 will bring you, the industry professionals, and take you through the A to Z of the filmmaking process.
Lucille Morgan on Take 101.
Take 101 spoke to the Nollywood twins.
You have to first of all put up a script. You understand? Put the budget down, then try to put everything down. Let the man know what he will get at the end. Put everything, make it open. Don't make it as in this will be a budget of 10 million. You are telling the man 30 million. How would the man make it? Knowing fully that in the market, spending 30 million, he can't get it. You understand? You have to minimize costs to maximize profit. And when you're starting, don't go looking for a bigger film, like a Hollywood film, while we're African. You understand? And you have to look at the market. And you have to cut your clothes according to the clothes. So don't do because maybe somebody is doing a movie and her movie is very big. I can do it. You don't know whether the person is spending the amount the person is mentioning. So at the end of the day, you might break up on set. So you won't be able to finish it because shooting a movie is not easy, you know. It's not easy to do a production. And a businessman telling the man to bring money, he expects to get more at the end.
I am not the Igwe of his Igwe. Wait. If what you are saying is for Amarachi to return to me, Igwe, I say no, never. Is there anything you are not telling me?
No, Father.
I'm not Amarachi, your wife. Dear Lord, what has befallen my wife? Your wife's having an advantage, or may I say, disadvantage for being identical twins. I've played on everybody's mind.
Hello, darling.
No, wait. Who are you?
Take a look at you.
I look at what? Why should I be looking that way?
The time you walked up to me, our dear God was asleep. Marachi. Oh, I'm not going today.
You must be joking. Can you just stop? Stop!
Well, I don't know, there's two things about budgeting a film and then coming up with ideas. I suppose when you come to budgeting a film, I just think you basically got to do it as low as possible, obviously, because you're trying to find that money. So, and it's maybe something that maybe self-financed. So, I think basically budgeting, you got to go as low as you can and then add 40%. Because that's how much I think it will cost you in the end. So you're going to have some low costs. You're going to think, right, this is how much it's going to cost, X amount of pounds. And I think to be realistic, you should add 30-40% because that's probably what it will cost. And And just really standard things as like when you're trying to get a feature together or a short film or a music video or whatever you're trying to shoot on a very, very small budget, you got to account for things like silly things which you won't even you do think about but don't even realise how much it's all going to cost us. Stuff like food. Just you got to generally think about stuff you're just like transport, food, silly things like that, because they're the kind of costs that you can't avoid not paying for because they're commodities that you got to have. And I think, you know, to get hold of also, you know, obviously, so you've got to get hold of all your links in the film business. If you've got contacts, use them, definitely use them. And you can make promises, just say, look, I'll come up with these great ideas, I'm going to be a big successful person, hopefully, and when I come back, I'm going to use your business, i.e. lighting companies, film companies. And there's a lot of film companies out there, camera companies that are willing to, lend their equipment to new talent. But also another good option is if you're budgeting is if you can get hold of maybe one relatively well-connected person, like a good DP or something, because DPs always have a lot of power in the film business, because camera companies, lighting companies always work with DPs, obviously. And if you get a good DP on board, you know, the world's your oyster. I think you get a lot of contacts, everything else. You can get hold of camera crew, grips, lighting equipment, camera equipment. And I think when you're budgeting something as well, I think, well, more about budgeting, about making something. I think making something you've got to believe in, something that you know the story really well. I think that's really important, something quite realistic. You're making that film not entirely just for you, you're making it for everyone else.
Are you a filmmaker, producer, director?
My vision, my ideology into motion picture.
Actor? Screenplay writer? Are you an aspiring filmmaker looking to start a career in the movie industry? Do you want to see what happens behind the scenes when you're looking at those movies in your local cinema? Take 101 will take you on a journey of the filmmaking process from concept to reality, from idea to motion picture. Take 101 will bring you, the industry professionals, and take you through the A to Z of the filmmaking process.
Lucille Morgan on Take 101.
At the end of the day, you've got to really be able to find something and know your audience, know what they want, know what your investor wants. You know, different things can attract or hook different people. For example, your financer might be someone that's not necessarily looking for a profit, but he wants to be involved in a film that has a social message. For example, let's say it was about the oil spill. So it might be someone who's environmentally aware and he wants to put out a message within a film that actually deals with the environment, you know, so he might get his benefits from you telling an environmentally friendly film. It might be someone else who just wants to have their product placed in your film so that they can sell their product separately from your film, you know. So you've got to really feel out who is who, what, and ask yourself what is in it for them.
Us, we've never for once met anybody for financing us. Although she tried it, I told her no. If God didn't want us to do the production, God won't give us the money, so I can't approach anybody for money. But at the end of the day, when God gives you a vision, He backs it up. If it's not backed, that means it's not vision. So God did it that. We did not borrow money, we didn't meet anybody to give us money, and it was...
And today we're not owing anybody?
And today I'm not owing anybody, she's not owing us.
They are the ones owing us?
Other people are the ones owing us, so I can walk around the street with my head high because I'm not owing anybody and she's not. So that is the most important thing. Because when you owe someone, you can't sleep. If you want to eat, remember the money. I'm owing somebody, God, your mind will just jump. But we thank God that his vision is working and we're not in any better.
Everybody knows that money talks. So where are you going to get your money from to finance your film? Are you a filmmaker, producer, director?
My vision, my ideology into motion picture.
Actor? Screenplay writer? Are you an aspiring filmmaker looking to start a career in the movie industry? Do you want to see what happens behind the scenes when you're looking at those movies in your local cinema? Take 101 will take you on a journey of the filmmaking process from concept to reality, from idea to motion picture. Take 101 will bring you, the industry professionals, and take you through the A to Z of the filmmaking process.
Lucille Morgan on Take 101.